if you ever want to come back, is at Ashland and Milton Avenue. And I apologize if that wasn't made clear to you. Once again, what does Moveable Feast do? We deliver meals to people that are homebound living with HIV and AIDS, also women with breast cancer. That's the two groups that we deliver our meals to. No one comes here to eat, we deliver the meals to them, all right? The history of our program, this is now our 20th year of doing this, and it was started by a man named Bob Mell 20 years ago here in Baltimore City, who got sick, found out at that time that there was no organization or a group that would actually deliver a meal to a person who lived with HIV or AIDS to their own home. Luckily, Mr. Bob Mell got well enough to go back to work, and he happened to work for the health department in Baltimore City. And upon his arrival back to work, he started hiring. He wanted to know why there was no organization doing that here in Baltimore City, especially when New York, LA, and Washington, D.C. had just started food programs for people living with HIV and AIDS. Well, with the blessing of the health department of Baltimore City, they looked at Mr. Bob Mell and said to him, well, why don't you start a program? That's what he did. He started Moveable Feast. It took him 6 months to get this program off the ground, to get the volunteers, and most importantly, to get the community to back the program. 2 weeks before they were ready to make their first deliveries, he got sick again, and he could not continue on. But he turned it over to a group of people who are the ones who actually started the daily operations of Moveable Feast. Joe Myers, Yvonne Vinny, Esther Baker, Skip Harden, and Dr. Glazer. These people are the ones who went out and got the food, prepped the food, cooked the food, packaged the food, and they also delivered the food. They started with just 12 people. They did it twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. I came along about a year later. They were up to about 30 people. Then after I had been here a year, we went to 5 days a week and delivered the meals. What we did back then is exactly what we're doing today. Monday through Friday, we go to that person's home, give them a meal for the day. They also receive at the same time a lunch and breakfast that they can use for the next day. So the person actually gets 3 meals a day. Then on Fridays, we also give them what we call a weekend meal. It's a larger portion just to get them through the weekend. About 10 years ago, with all the new medications and the new treatment people were taking to live with HIV and AIDS, we felt those people still needed nutritional food, supplements, and counseling. So we came up with a program for them. We call that Meals for the Week. What we do for them is we go to their home once a week, give them a bag of groceries and 5 frozen entrees. The bag of groceries is equivalent to about 15 meals that person prepare themselves. The 5 frozen entrees are used mainly when the person doesn't feel well. All of our clients are on some kind of medical treatment. So they might be at the doctor's office, they might be at the clinic, they might be at a hospital all day long. When they get back home, they might not be able to stand there and cook a meal. So that's why we give them those 15 meals, or 5 extra frozen entrees. And by doing it once a week, it enables us to expand our mission outside of Baltimore City. So from this beautiful kitchen here, we now deliver to Baltimore City, Baltimore County, Adirondack County, Howard County, Carroll County, Harford County, and the 9 counties on the Eastern Shore. We also deliver to other programs here in Baltimore City that deal with people living with HIV and AIDS. We prepare the meals here, portion them out, package them up, take them to their organization, and then they disperse it to their clients, such as Star, Yana, and Chase Brexton. Well, last quarter was over 700 people we're now delivering our meals to. We're also delivering to shelters and programs for the homeless. That is an extra 400 meals we prepare for that program. So in other words, over 1,100 meals come out of this kitchen a day. This is all free to our clients. We don't charge them for anything. Now how can we possibly do that? It's through government grants, corporate donations, individual donations, and what keeps this program going 52 weeks a year are volunteers. Volunteers like yourselves who come in to help out. By you all coming in today and helping out today means someone is getting fed. So on behalf of all of our clients, I wish to thank you all very much for helping us out today. Now, how does a person actually get onto our program? They have to be referred by either a case manager, social worker, or a physician. They fill out the paperwork, send it to us, and the person is put on the program. Now, that's the food part of the program. That's what you're all helping us out with. But here at Moveable Feast, we do have other programs to help the community out. We also have a transportation program here. We call People on the Move. One of the programs is a shuttle service for the homeless. What we offer is Monday through Friday, going to different shelters throughout Baltimore City, picking people up, and then taking them to resource centers throughout Baltimore City. The major thing is to try to get those people out of those shelters into their own homes. That's what we're trying to do for those people. And what I mean by resource centers are either government agencies or private organizations that deal with the homeless. We have 2 vans for that program. Each van holds 15 people. We did over 28,000 passengers last year with that program. What we discovered after the first year of doing this is that over half our passengers are women and children. A lot of people don't associate homelessness with women and children, but it is a very big concern here in Baltimore City. We also have a medical transportation program here for people living with HIV and AIDS. If a person has no way of getting to the medical appointment, we will take them from their home to the medical appointment and then back home. Did over 8,000 passengers with that program. The last program we have here at Moveable Feast is a 12-week course on culinary skills and basic life skills. That program also is open to our former clients who are now well enough to go back to work or go back to school. My dear friends, that's Moveable Feast.
Thank you.
Any questions?
What
I'm here for. The next page, it's the volunteer thing. What the